today's video, I'm going to show you how to knit the speckled rib stitch. This is a take on a 3x2 rib in the fact that you are building columns of 3 stitches and 2 stitches to build up this nice stretchy ribbing pattern, and it just gives a little more interest than a standard 3x2 rib. Like most rib stitches, it is just a 2-row repeat, so it's nice and quick to pick up, and it does have a decent amount of stretch, so you could use it for the brim of a beanie to give a little bit more interest. Speckled rib stitch is not a reversible stitch, so if I flip over my sample, you can see that the back does not look the same as the front. Again, I always say this, it's not ugly, it's just the texture on the reverse side doesn't match the texture on the right side. The pattern multiple for speckled rib stitch is 5 plus 2. What that means is you want to cast on a number initially that is a multiple of 5, for instance 15, and then once you've done that you are going to add 2 additional stitches on. I'm going to use the long tail cast on for my sample. It's my preferred cast on method, but if you have a method that you prefer to use, please feel free to use it. The stitch pattern will still work. Row 1 of our 2-row repeat is a right side row, and what that means is as your project grows, you will find that as you work a row 1, the right side of your work will be facing up at you. So you want to start row 1 by purling the first 2 stitches. Now you're going to jump into a 5-stitch repeat that you are going to repeat all the way until the end of your row, and that repeat goes as follows. You are going to knit 3 stitches and then purl 2 stitches. So just once more, you are going to knit 3 stitches and then purl 2 stitches, and you want to repeat that combination of knit 3, purl 2 all the way to the end of your row. And if you have the right amount of stitches cast on and you've counted your stitches correctly, you should finish your row on a purl 2. Row 2 starts by knitting the first 2 stitches. Next, once again, you are going to jump into a 5-stitch repeat that you're going to work across until the end of your row. And for row 2, this 5-stitch repeat goes as follows. You are going to purl 1, knit 1, purl 1 again, and then knit 2. Just once more for you, you are going to purl 1, knit 1, purl 1 again, and then knit 2. And you're going to repeat that combination of 5 stitches all the way to the end of your row, and you should finish your row on a knit 2. You would now go away and go back to row 1 and repeat those combinations of row 1 and row 2 over and over until your ribbing is the length that you want it to be. With speckled rib stitch, it can take a few repeats before the pattern starts to show through, like it did in my sample, so trust the process and keep going. And if you are working a project that involves you casting off in speckled rib stitch rather than just going on and knitting something else after you've worked your section of ribbing, a tip for casting off is to do so during a row 2 in pattern. So what you would do is work your row 2 as normal in that same stitch pattern that we went through, but as you work that row you would cast off. So still work that same pattern repeat, but you are casting off as you go. If you don't feel confident enough to do that, you will get a very similar result if you cast off knitwise on a row 2. Just a couple of final bits and bobs before I go. If you are somebody that prefers to have written instructions, then as always I have a full set of written instructions on my blog, and I've linked that down in the description below for you. Also, just to note about the stitch pattern itself, as it is ribbing, it does have a tendency to want to pull in. You can see here that even though I've added a small selvage to my sample, it is still pulling in. So if you are wanting to work this in something like a scarf or a blanket or anything that is not just a section of ribbing, like on a beanie, then you're probably going to want to add some sort of border to it just to provide some structure and to help it stop wanting to collapse in on itself, which is really normal with ribbing. Because it's got that stretch, it wants to keep concertinaing in. Lastly, I'm going to leave you with another little bit of knitting inspiration in case you don't want to go away and knit this stitch just yet, and I will see you for another video again soon.